This is a very important video, and it really helps with sustainability and saving you a lot of money. So make sure that you watch this video so that you can learn how to save seeds from your own garden. This is a blue feathered leaf lettuce. It added such a beautiful decor to my garden. I had them on 4 different areas of the garden. I had 6 of these planted, but I just really plant them for the beauty of it. But you can also harvest the leaves because it is a lettuce. But it makes a great dish, similar to spinach. These seeds that are swaying in the wind, I want to harvest them right away because that wind will cause them to reseed itself and fly off of this. I've got some scissors here, but because it's windy and they're swaying, and when I harvest this, I want to be very careful that they don't start falling off. Okay, so take a look at this. You can see those black seeds that are on there. The flowers have opened up, and when the flowers open up, that's where the seed is. And when it opens up and it forms and dries out completely, then the seeds are ready and they will just literally drop and reseed themselves. That's why I want to make sure that I did get them, because I really love these plants and I want to keep growing them next year, and I don't want to keep buying the packet. I haven't bought the packet in the past year or 2 because I keep saving the seeds. Marigolds are another one of my favorites. They are a wonderful flowering plant, and this variety is edible. Now, I know some people have said to me in the past, they are not edible, you can't eat them. That's not true. There are edible versions, and then there are non-edible versions. And this is one that is edible. You can harvest the leaves. They taste really great. You can make tea out of it. It's delicious. I can eat it. And even the flowers taste really great. Now the flower is very bitter, but this part here is not as bitter. It's really good. I like the flower. I like the taste of it. I like the taste of the whole plant. How about that? But you can harvest the seeds if you want to save them. So this is a seed pod. As you can see, it's very dry, but the seeds are inside here. And I'll put this on the table so that we can open this up. Check the link in the description to see where I purchased this edible flower. Zinnias are a very popular flower in the garden. It's really great with attracting pollinators. And so we're gonna take this and we're gonna harvest it. This coneflower is very spent. It is a perennial, and it is my first time actually growing it. So this will be an interesting thing to harvest this time. This is why it is so important to have flowers blooming in your garden, because it will be so beneficial to attract pollinators, which in return will pollinate the flowers on your vegetable plants. I am harvesting some feverfew. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clip off a bunch of it. And this is my first time harvesting this as well. Okay, y'all, I'll be honest. It's now 2 weeks later after I was finishing up that video and it started raining, and then I moved to the patio. You do what you can. There's just sometimes so much to do in a gardener's life. And then as a mama, I'm a mama as well. And so all of these, look here, all of these have seeds, all those black little things attached. So what happened is, even though it was just sitting in my garage, it just started to just dry out even some more, and that's why it's looking like this. And you see this, it looks like little feathers type thing. It would just float away if it was outside. It would just plant and reseed itself anywhere. So I'm just gonna take most of it off, and then I will put the rest of these seeds into its own seed packet. Let me put this down, and you can see it's still mixed with other things, but honestly in here are the black seeds. So I would just need to probably sift this through a little bit more if I want to separate it, or if you really just don't feel like it, you can just really plant it with this, because it's going to germinate anyways. But all of that is mixed in with the seeds, with all those, I call it feathers. They look like little feathers. So it'll fly away. See that? Just fly away. That's what would happen. Okay, and I have some more that are out there in my garden that I need to take down, so I need to go ahead and take care of that. I'm going to put some of these in there. So I wrote up that seed packet. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that in here, the ones that were right here. And like I mentioned, if you want to sift through it some more, you can do that. Obviously, I don't have the time to do those kinds of things because life is busy for me. But as a gardener, you just do the best that you can do with the time that you have, and you move right on. So I'm going to put some of these in there. I'll probably try my best to kind of separate these ones a little bit more since there's a lot of larger chunks. But I'm at least going to fill up this one seed packet, drop those in there. And then at planting, if I want to just really separate and take some of those extra piece of plant material that's on there that's dried out anyways, I could do that at that time. That would be in the spring. So I'm just going to put it in there, close it up, and I'll end up sealing it up. And then you want to store it in a cool, dark place. So that's where it's going to go. I love these little seed packets. I think they're really great, and they fit inside of my organizer where I keep all of my seeds. Let's look at some marigolds. Look at this. Just kind of taking the top off of that. Let me show you where these marigolds, there they are. Do you see the two-tone colors in these marigolds? You can see that cream looking color, but then you also see where it's like that, yeah, the cream color and then that darker grayish black color. So that's the marigold seeds. Now you can just go ahead and separate it, or, you know, like I was mentioning, if you're very busy, just go ahead and just drop the whole dry seed pod right in there. You can do that as well. So you don't have to separate it like that unless you really want to, and you may be particular about that, but you do not have to. You can always separate it at time of planting. But look at that. There's so many seeds that come out of these marigolds, and it's quite amazing. You can share it with other people as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And so this is going to be the seed type. It's marigold. And I will go back and look at, and I will drop a link in the description so that you can see what variety actually is, because right now off the top of my head I cannot remember. And the date collected was the same date as the other seed, so that was on September the 22nd when I collected these. And the color of this, I'm just going to put that this was actually an orange color. That way I know the color of it, but they're very beautiful to look at, and they taste good too. Now for the zinnias. Okay, let's see what is left on here. So what's cool about this, when you, I don't know if you can see this, but when you take it, see if you can see that, it looks almost like a little sword, a sphere. Do you see that? Kind of like a diamond shape. That part there is where the seed should be. Now it looks like the seed is not even actually on here, but that's the shape of it. It should be much harder than that. Let's see if there's any left on here. Okay, so here's one. All right, you see how it looks like a little sword, a little sphere, something like that. That's what the zinnia seed looks like. See if I can find a few more. Here's another one. And so basically what all that I'm doing is I'm just pulling these out, and they're right there. They're right there. Right there. See, it just fell right off. And that's it. And here it is. I actually went ahead and finished all of it. And those are all the seeds. And of course, when you plant it, look, you're not trying to plant just plant material, because ain't nothing going to come out of that. You need to go for the little sphere, that little sword that looks like that, and you can feel the difference. It feels a lot harder than this little plant material, which is just probably piece of the flower petal. This one is the cone flower. Now I've heard where some people say they like to use gloves. I'm not using gloves. We'll see if it doesn't poke me too much because this can get really prickly. Let's see if I was even able to get it out. Okay. There they are. Okay. So this is what you're looking for. You see this little thing? And it's a harder piece of, it feels woody. This is what you're actually harvesting for these coneflowers. That thing. There they are. And then I'm just going to drop them in seed packet carefully. I want to make sure that you're actually able to see the feverfew. So I'm just going to take, look, see, they just all fell off. And then I hope I don't get a wind because it might just blow away. That's it for the feverfew. Now, I'm probably just going to show you one more and then take it indoors, because if not, this is going to be blowing around everywhere. But right here, you see how it's dried? And then that's all. I just pushed, rubbed it together, and they just, all the seeds just came out. There are so many seeds in here. Whoa, I don't need that many. So that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring these, and that's Coconut. Coconut wants my attention. He wants me back on the patio. That's him telling me to come back. I'm coming, baby. Hang on, Coconut. Okay, that's it. Feverfew. You want me back, Coconut? Is that what I'm hearing? You want me back on the patio with you? I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, you need to go to the potty. Let me give you some personal time. Are you finished? Come on. Come here. Okay. He just started like growling me like, come on. Give me some attention. You all requested a video to save seeds. I apologize for all the changes with the weather, and then now the sun's beaming out. That's a wonderful thing, but you know, nature's going to do its thing. And store them away, remember, in a cool, dark place, and your seeds can really store for a very long time, and you're going to save money because seed packets can range between, yeah, baby, $2.50 to $5, and it can go on up depending on the variety that you have. But I hope you like this video. You all requested this. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and give me a thumbs up, a like, follow, something with this video. But just remember, Coconut, I love you. Remember to grow, eat, and self-care. Bye. Baby. Cokie, say hi to everybody. Say hi. All right, bye, y'all. Hello, my Coconut. My Coconut. Say bye, Coconut. All right, Mommy's got to go to work. Y'all, I do a lot of things. See you later.